Well, we're filling that holiday season, as you can tell from our backdrop, on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Yellen and Gino Fronti, where you get your daily dose of real estate market updates.
For sure, Don. It's definitely the holidays out there. And I was talking to my wife a couple days ago, and she was looking at one of those funny things they show online where they say, Christmas in the 70s. On December 15th, you put up your fake tree and two gifts. Now you got to start like in September.
Yeah, before Halloween now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is still maintain on track with giving you actual updates of what's happening in the market today, because it's really important. A lot of good stuff coming up. Big news coming up with Janet Yellen speaking on the 16th. So what is she looking at? Well, one of them is this report right here.
Yeah, jobs.
Jobs, man.
Jobs. And jobs are good. I mean, look at November. Look at year over year. Don and I always like to look at things year over year. What a stark difference from November of last year to November of this year. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the jobs are good, but you saw from that report, they were a lot stronger even last year.
Yeah, but remember, we had no jobs.
That's
so
true.
It was really easy to fill a bunch of positions. Now these jobs, we're starting to feel probably a little bit higher paying positions, Don.
Well, why don't we talk about that, Gino?
Oh.
All right, as you can see from this little blurb that we grabbed, basically wage inflation, wage increases was down a little bit, and the media is going to jump on that. People are making less money. Well, it was only up 4 cents.
Yeah, it's
but
not
it was
a big
up.
deal. Now, what I think is going to be important is looking forward to next year, you're going to see these numbers, and you're going to say, oh, there's all kinds of wage inflation. Well, that's true, but it's because of legislation, not because of natural matters. So you're looking at states like California where the price of minimum wage is going through the roof.
There's no doubt. So, reason we show you jobs and we show you inflation numbers, this is something that this certain lady that has a little control over where short-term interest are going to make a decision on. And here we are waiting for Old Yellen to see what she's going to do.
Don, I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate the way she's
Actually, we're big
this.
fans. We're fans.
Yeah.
But she's got a big decision coming up here next week.
Yeah,
so how is that?
I
Go ahead.
definitely think, Don, I think it's going to happen.
I think so,
I
too.
think this is it. I mean, we've been calling him right so far. We've been saying it wasn't. I think this is it.
Yeah, we do believe that she's going to start ticking up short-term interest rates. So how's that affecting long-term interest rates? Well, here's a recent bond chart.
Yep, and so, that big red candle, as Don likes to say, red is bad. The big red candle is the day of the scare when she pretty much says, hey, we're going to raise rates. And then, as Don and I mentioned, it was always an overreaction to that. So rates have now recovered. The question is, what happens on December 16th when and if they pull the trigger?
Actually, we feel that if she... there might be an initial scare when she raises short-term interest rates. Again, that's rates on your credit cards, on your car loans, and
home equity lines
of credit, right? All those type of things, which do affect people, but it does not affect the long-term interest rates, which is what you saw in that bond chart. So we think that actually initially it may affect us negatively because people kind of panic. Then they'll realize, hey, that's actually a good thing for bonds because it curbs inflation, and that's what everyone's concerned with. So if we know that inflation is going to be curbed with higher interest rates, then they'll be more in tune to buy long-term bonds.
That's all wonderful in theory, Don, but the reality is we don't know how the market's going to react, and we know that rates are still at the best levels we've seen in the last 4 or 5 decades. So take advantage today. Do whatever it is you've got to do. Refinance, purchase, move up. For gosh sakes, it's the best time ever to move up.
Yeah, you'll be one when that house, that your dream home becomes so much more expensive and even more expensive to pay for when the rates go up. So you heard it here on the National Real Estate Cafe with Don Yellen and Gino Fronti.
And the best way to get this is to text NREC to the number 58885. You'll get it on your phone every single day.
Or go to nrecafe.com, sign up for emails.